Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Space 2. I'm having such a good game here. This is going so well. Honestly, the fact that our starting constellation wasn't plus Dust is a little bit of a disappointment, but honestly, I'm not sure that Dust would have been better than having a food bonus through the early game, because early population growth is really valuable. You know that snowball effect you always get in 4X games. Or at least, you've heard me talk about it, even if you aren't certain for yourself that it's a thing. Also, while I was setting up, while I was just looking around the map, I noticed a couple of things. One, two more minor faction influence bubbles are visible. So after our ship gets back to Maz for the purpose of moving this quest along, we can send out a couple of probes to get some good vision here. Actually, for this one, we probably have to send the probe from Mintaka, but Maz should be sufficient here. So who knows, maybe we can make even more friends. We are currently blazing up the tech tree here. Xenoanthropology is going to be great for us. We may want to finish off this tier, actually, and get to super light content systems so that we can use cultural flexibility to steal planets, and also so that we can grab ourselves some cultural invertics, culture unshock, and eventually the autonomous administration building, both very valuable for us, I think. And then over here in this tier, we still have mining techs that are very important to pick up. And there's a lot of stuff left that gives dust, right? That's not a big surprise to anybody. And another level of system development would let us take advantage of... No, wait, this is the one I want. Let us take advantage of our space potatoes, maybe? Maybe that's actually worth doing? Also, we gotta pour dust into our trading companies. 15% buyout reduction. I mean, we're gonna have a lot of dust. Over the number of things that we can buy out, this is gonna add up quite a bit. We gotta get more luxury resources incoming, though. We have so many systems and so few luxuries. We also still have systems that we need to purchase. We're talking about 1,594 dust. Although, actually, we probably don't get farther, right? Because, this exists. Yeah, we got a tundra with 2 undiscovered subterraneans on it. I know we put down here, right? Even with a bad anomaly, this is still 853, and it has an undiscovered life form, which, with our luck, is going to be blue cat mold. But it's not the worst thing in the world. So we're definitely going to want to head over here and explore this stuff, get a handle on exactly what is waiting for us out there. Do I want to just go now? Probably just go now, yeah. I kind of want to go this way, too. Now, if we're thinking about taking this system, first of all, we need to know what the curiosities on it are, but secondly, we need to know what else is out here. If this is, adjacent to some cravers or something, we need to know that ahead of time. And with that, I think we're good. You guys are headed to refill before taking down another pirate base. We're not making a lot of friends so far, I'll say that. Don't really have the influence to worry about making friends. That's not... I meant this. So I do love Pay It Forward. We are all ecstatic right now. And our faction quest of running 2 industrialist laws for 10 turns... unfortunately, is about to come to an end. We're gonna have to take a break, do this in 2 parts. Okay, let's keep going. Things are going. I feel like we just got really lucky here. We were very blessed by the map generator. Oh, you know what I didn't do? That maybe somebody would appreciate, because I have people ask me for this occasionally. Is once we get into this turn here, hold on. How do I do this? Show game settings. Here's the seed. You've seen all the game settings, so you can reproduce this start for yourself. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if it shouldn't be mod dependent, but I do have this rainbow color mod on. I don't think that would affect anything. We have discovered Auriga. Where did I do that? Oh, yeah. Okay, that's interesting. What are the planets in this system? They are a toxic and, of course, an ice. Maybe the way we explore this is by buying that system out, potentially? Oh, this happened. Okay, the other players have gotten their technologies together, and so now it is possible to get behemoths. Oh man, that's maybe actually really good for us, right? An economic behemoth is very welcome. I'm not sure, actually, what would we do with it? Oh yeah, definitely 10% star system trade value on all of our systems, and also 10% extra influence on the home system, which is rapidly acquiring 2 dust nebulae. Nebulae, possibly, is the way that's pluralized? It could be. You can't prove it's not. So 17... We need 17 deciduous trees to continue our population booster, which we should definitely do, because we're making good use of all this money. That is a little on the expensive side. Maybe this waits a turn. Yeah, maybe. I'm a little worried that I'm going to forget about it, because that sounds like me. The Galactic Census is coming up. Well, one of these has a dust reward and the other 2 don't. 150 dust versus 30 Hyperium. I almost called it glass steel. Hyperium's very valuable. So we're going to go for that. We're going to go for this one. Yeah, in less than 20 turns have almost 800 dust. I think we'll manage. We can figure that out. We discovered Zeta. It turns out our neighbor is the Riftborn. Maybe this is really good for us, actually. Potentially super, super good. Let's send a probe down... I don't know, man. Send a probe down this way and look around in Riftborn space a little bit more, I guess, instead of doing the opposite. They have ships. A lot of ships. A lot of pretty okay ships. Nothing too terrifying. So, we're about to finish Black Tax Authority on the home system. Just after finishing that wonder, like, oh, this is... It's all just going so well. Definitely need to pull this production up everywhere. You guys need to hang out for one more turn. Refill completely on manpower. Yep, build me some Black Tax Authorities. Just look at all the good stuff we're building here. It's just all that good stuff. We're also, where are we at on population? 17? What's our 20-point bonus? 15% dust on any system that has a Lumeris, which is, I imagine, all of our systems, because that's kind of how this stuff works. And then at 50, we get to completely ignore blockades on our trade routes. Honestly, probably not useful. Probably not a good one. 626 to reinitiate. Like, we could sell all that. Where are we at on systems being level 2? They are not all level 2 is where we're at. And I would like the science, but also, it's good to have money. Yep, you know what? Doing it. I'm going to buy our trees, hit our population booster here. We go from 339 dust per turn to 474. So actually, 10 extra turns of this is way more than we paid for those trees. And now that we have a little bit of extra money to spare, we plow that into the trading company. So I'm not 100% sure how trading companies work, in the sense that, like, I don't have a good grasp of the math here, how important it is to boost the number of freighters they have in order to cause them to level up more quickly or anything. But I think it is the case. Trading companies gain experience based on their income. So yeah, as we buy more freighters, income does go up, and then as their experience gets higher, they generate more income. So it's a positive feedback loop. So we want to feed it as much as possible early on. And the 2 options are get more dust and science, or get more luxuries and science. We're going to go straight dust and science. Alright. It's all coming along. Alright, so these guys should be ready to go. I think the pirate base is going to be at like 450-ish manpower for defense, which we are certainly able to beat. Alright, what's up? Turns out, politics, whatever. Things are mostly as we expect them to be. We've met the
Confederacy
Vaulters.
seeks only-
Yeah, that's fair. We found Ariga, so... Oh! We met the Vaulters pretty far away from Ariga. Alright. Usually they are, where you find one, you will find the other. This is growing pretty quickly. We should have these before too much longer. So it's going to be an extra 100 raw dust on the capital, then multiplied by all the things that are multiplying our dusts. That's going to be pretty great. Man, should I be saving dust for this? Oh wow, there's another system over there. I'm just wondering, like, as far as our expenditures go, should we be plowing money into the trade company super hard, or saving to put up a colony here? Probably, if we get to here, send a probe or something down this way, and find that this node is also uninhabited, then probably we take this and just try to like fortify the area before anybody else figures out that it's here. We are currently on 6 of 7 with the Mavros approval levels coming along, and these guys actually about to flip to us right next turn. But we're gonna have xenoanthropology in 2 turns, so that limit's gonna go up by 1. Yeah, we're fine. We're good. Let's for now. Never mind. I was gonna say for now spend money on raiders, but I guess we'll do that in a moment. And we're finishing black tax authorities everywhere. We installed Woods Fez here, right? Yeah, because a bunch of stuff is completing quickly, and what do you know? Man is leveling. So once we get public-private partnerships done, that might be a good time to bounce him. Oh, especially if it means that we're going to be able to move him over to get the XP from the completion of the workers' campus on the very next turn. That's pretty good. I forgot I was doing this, but that's done now, so that's cool. That's a bunch of money. We have discovered some Diuvians. I mean, I kind of want to go for them. Zeta has them pretty locked down. Oh man, their assimilation trait's extremely good. And it's not that expensive to do this. Right? Like, that's maybe going to be huge. Maybe going to be nothing. But it costs us very little to invest. The Mavros have moved up to Cordial. Let's do this thing. We gotta pay 100 dust for this, right? $100 dust gladly paid. So we've assimilated the Harmony. Got ourselves 30 trees. Okay, cool. That'll cover our next booster. Man, we're getting lucky all over the place. Like, trees were a really good quest reward there. On Orm, let's see. Okay, Orm is this one that's way out in the middle of nowhere. We do need to pick up... I mean, this is good here. Right? We have anomalies on both of the planets we're likely to live on. And then... this is good. At some point, we're going to have to take over Orm 2. Do I... Actually, I probably care more about this. 20% buyout reduction is also very good. In addition to all of the raw dust it gives us. Okay, so we have some money here. I also have some things I was going to do. A little bit of this. And a little bit of... There's actually 2 minor factions over here. A little bit of that. Oh, right, new ships. Oh, these guys had already built their Xeno-industrial infrastructure. Actually, quite a bit of building was done here. Really, really good. Black Tax Authority is awesome. It's just it's very silly how good things have been going for us. We should probably try to build this on the home system, right? Like 20% extra dust when we're feeling devoted. Probably worth having. Probably before the workers' campus, just in case somebody else is working on it. And then, are you supposed to be over there? No, it is better for me for you to be here. Still gotta get this under control. the ability to live there. Okay, so we have a little bit of money now. Do I want to put down this colony? How aggressive am I feeling? You're not going to get... Okay, you're going to get there next turn. I guess we can wait one turn. We'll buy a freighter. The more trade income you generate, the faster entrepreneurs will request the establishment of new trading companies. Obviously, we need to get as many of these up as possible, as quickly as possible. Also, we need to, real quickly here, grab the wormhole tech, I think. That's not that quick. That's actually like a modern technology. I'm just thinking that once you have wormholes available, I believe it is the case that your trade ships can never just go across open space. You do need wormholes for trade routes sometimes. We should think about behemoth blueprints. We should think about citadel blueprints. Oh, that's actually very interesting. We certainly need a citadel around the capital. If we picked up this line, we could at least make a presence on the Auriga system, because the other planet there is toxic. Also, the ability to create alliances is... the ability to create alliances is not that good. The ability to exchange all resources and technologies, on the other hand, could actually be relevant. We need 3 more techs on this line after xenoanthropology. We also need mining tech, though, right? Like, are we actually on... We are actually on planets where that stuff would be useful. Let's move you over here. I want to get stuff done. Yeah, man, we have a lot of tech that we need to get. Okay. Let's get the wormholes just so that we know what's up. Go back and get behemoth blueprints and then citadel blueprints? Do we need citadels right now? Maybe not right now. We do need 3 more things from this line. So we can pick up like medium ships. What's our mining rate look like? Okay, it's going to be a little bit easier for us to make these guys out of titanium than it is to make these guys out of Hyperium. This is multiplier to 4x. Okay, these are the same bonus, actually. Like, we do probably need applied cryogenics. We probably want relations school. We probably want this too. Maybe we skip Citadel blueprints for now. We do something like that. It's our next 16 turns of research, maybe queued up. We'll see if we want to fiddle with it. But like, we do also really want to start accumulating this stuff. And actually, I'm gonna take that out of the queue. Let's slap that at the beginning of the queue. But not actually at the beginning. Let's finish this first. We need to get mining going. We need to get access to the predictive logistics building, which is awesome. This is a good idea. Okay. So we're all good on builds. We're all good on our hero being leveled up. We are thinking about grabbing a colony over here next turn. Should you be doing something? No, you don't need... You just did stuff. And you know what? Maybe these guys should go to Fatia? Yeah, probably, right? We could just engage even further. Completing quests all over the place accidentally. A unit of some population type must have arrived at our home system. We lost our law because we ran out of influence for it, but we're going to re-enable it because... No, we did not run out of influence for it. I don't know what happened there. We actually have gained a bunch of influence production because we enabled the influence planetary specialization in a bunch of places, so things are looking okay on that front. Right, a lot of basic building to do. Where are we at on this? Okay, it's coming along quickly. You could search that for them. Alright, turns out it's antimatter, which is good for us. We can come back here and search these a little bit. You, I think, are actually going to have to go over to Mintaka to be able to fire a probe deep enough to hit that. So yeah, we found the antimatter, right. And this is the turn where we maybe do this thing? Well, first, let's have a look at what is actually on these habitable planets. So this is... Yep, more blue cap. That's fine. Okay, that's something different. A little bit of Jade Onyx. That could be useful for us. So why don't we sell some things and put this down? 2026. Did this get more expensive? Or is... Hold on. Let's check something. Okay. I was wondering if maybe it was like distance from our existing Empire played a factor, but no, it just got more expensive. Don't know exactly why. Not 100% up on all of the mechanics. So we don't need these. I know that. Need to generate 1,100 more. That'll get us a lot of the way there. Stuff is so valuable. We're only mining 4 per turn. We're going to be mining this soon, so I feel comfortable parting with some of that. This is now 954. This is a good system. It's a good planet, it's a good system. It's unfortunate about all the magnets. So it would be really great to hit this button. We'll probably just wait until next turn to do that. Not sell anything else right now. And our next trading ship is pretty expensive. Things are going well. We still, yeah, we have room for this underneath our settlement cap. We are still operating on a buff from recently colonized systems, which is important to remember. So our approval is not pegged at actually 100. We are going to get that buff again before too much longer, too. Yeah, look, we're actually expanding really quickly on this. See how much that actually moves. Okay, it wasn't too much, but I bet we'll have this soon. We discovered the planet Tionha. Oh, okay. Somebody has it. Oh, there's battle. There's battle occurring. This is the United Empire down here, with their medium ships and their general orneriness. It's the beard, man. It's into the brain. Also, we are attacked somewhere. I don't care for that. Let's see what's in these ruins. Oh, I know where we're attacked. We were attacked by pirates down where I was trying to shoot probes, right? Actually, extremely no. Sorry, what is this? Oh, we are attacked at that system. It's just by the Hisho, not by pirates. Well... Can you retreat safely? Yeah, okay. Okay. Let's see how it is. Maybe we shoot this probe from GNY 8 instead? Maybe that's the play? Because apparently the Hisho are going to be very aggressive with us forever, which makes sense. It's kind of their thing. What else do we have around here? Okay, cool. More mineable resources. That's going to be a colony in just a few turns. And I'm going to move off down this star lane. We'll come back, but while our probes are regenerating, we can be gathering useful information. Okay, where are we at on this build? 5 turns. That is almost certainly going to complete. Feels like a lot of this stuff is just kind of like happening for us, right? I don't feel like I'm working very hard here. So we have enough influence to push this all the way through, which is cool. We have discovered the Kaltik Ma. We've also discovered the Cravers. Well, like I said before, it's very cheap to take a swing at this. Oh, that would be a cool thing to have. Alright, we do that, and now we're at least in the running. also have 2 curiosities. It would be cool if I could explore those, but I really can't. Oh, never mind. Well, there goes all my dust. It wasn't really that much, but still. Oh, very disappointing. Okay, interesting. We're going to get here and have a probe, and I'm going to fire it down that and then return to Murgashi. And as soon as this is done, we're going to bounce Woods Fez over to Timos, now that he has a bunch of XP and also the ability to increase the influence gain of Timos. And then we're going to be in a position where we can, even if we don't have Antares totally within our influence bubble, we're going to be able to push Horatio around a little bit due to all of the influence pressure, which can be very lucrative. And this is telling me that we hit 20 population for the Lumeris. Awesome. Really, really cool. So I've lost track already. What have we gotten from assimilations here? We've gotten Thinkers and Tinkers, which is okay. Soil Healers, which is really good anytime you got to live on a sterile system, or a sterile planet. Mind over Body, which is turning food into science. It's a little... I would like the food. Still, science is good. Good to have science. Yeah, alright, we're doing alright on assimilation traits. We're certainly doing well on assimilation systems. Next turn, we're going to get the opportunity to potentially assist these guys with something. And we should have a look at 1093. Are we close to being able to do 1093? We're actually pulling these in at a really, really nice rate now. So we could do this. We could sell a bunch of stuff. We could also just, like, make a system booster. But also we could do that. We could just feed into it. Look at how quickly this is gaining levels already. It's not even giving us a lot of value yet. Decreasing tensions have led to a general increase in the price of luxury resources. Well, while we're talking about it... Okay, no, those don't really need to be sold. We don't have an immediate use for that dust. There are still heroes to buy. I suppose that's a thing. We have a lot of things to spend dust on. Like, a lot of things. Well, I mean, I'm working. I'm trying my best to get more. Actually, we're trying really hard to get more. Okay, so yeah, you need to just chill for a little while. And in the election, I think we want to stand behind the industrialists because we need them to be in control for us to be able to move our faction quest forward. Oh, scientists and militarists are both pushing. Come on, show me another industrialist vote. Yeah, there we go. And that means we get the Mineral Misers Act, which is awesome. And we will totally think about putting that into play at some point in the future. And we could do it right now. I kind of want to get this bonus going, though. Alright, so we have the recent developments have led to the creation of a new trading company. That's good. More trading companies. Getting some positive relationship movement. Let's see what they want. Reach 70 approval in your empire and maintain it for 10 turns. Well, it has been a difficult few years for the Mavros. Civil wars, natural disasters, and industrial decline has led to a planet-wide feeling of melancholy among the population. Walking through the capital city, the place quiet and subdued, a lone Mavros approaches, but your guards block her way. If you'll permit me, Your Excellency, I don't really go in for all this. You nod. The guards step aside and the Mavros joins your side. You walk on together. You are the leader of a mighty empire, are you not? And you want us to join your empire, don't you? Then what you must do is show that your people are content. Well, my people are way more than content, lady. You stop at the edge of a great plaza, but rather than the colorful life you might expect in the heart of the capital, you find shuttered stalls, watching eyes, and silence. A deep and strong happiness is what the Mavros seek most. Show us that, and our masters will elect to join you. Easy, man. Easy. So that's just gonna happen. The Ripborn have 10 turns to take these guys from us. And if we get them, that's another source of adamantium, which is awesome, and we're being attacked. Okay, I hate the Hisho. I am officially done with them. Well, retreating is lethal, so we fight. We may have to make friends with Horatio. Just kind of a common enemy sort of problem. pretty close on this. Like, do we have the ability to make peace, right? Can we just do this?
You have offended the most perfect.
Have I? What'd I do?
Horatio, we are most vexed.
They feel that they are stronger than me, and I did not pay them when they demanded money. That's true, I didn't do that. Okay, we need to start banking influence a little bit. Also, I'm going to move Woodsfez over here. Nope, next turn I'm going to move Woodsfez over, just in time to get the XP for this finishing. Okay, well, yeah, I see what you're saying. Unfortunately, we cannot directly buy influence with dust. Otherwise, I would. We do need to build a new trading company. Can we maybe make this happen here? 10 turns. Not ideal. 10k is a lot, too. We could rush it, but it's very expensive to do so. Well, in 3 turns we'll know where... You know, I'm going to take that out of that queue. In 3 turns we'll know where our wormholes are, and we'll know if we can actually connect Gatria to this trade network. And if we can, it might make sense to put the trade company headquarters there. Or maybe just the subsidiary. But in any case, I don't think it's a decision I'm making until this is over, so... Alright, show me some free stuff. It was a team spirit battle tactic. Also, I found out that their world is great. Cool. How good for them. How lovely that must be. I'm over here talking like we aren't having the best luck we've ever had. So I'm a little annoyed about this. I'm a little worried about Horatio being mad at me. Found some amoeba. Harmonious development. Ooh, that would be really cool to have. Let's throw our hat in the ring here, as we do. The next trading company, the next freighter is going to be 1687. We still have places where we could settle. Yeah, man, we still have a lot of stuff we could spend dust on.
We have one word for
They're not gonna halt their attacks, and I don't actually get any benefit out of insisting that they do, unless I'm actually near them. But they get some benefit in that they get extra influence pressure on us, and I want to keep our pressure as good as possible here. We have a score difference on them, so this is going to get really bad for him as soon as Antares finishes. How long are we looking at on that anyway? Okay, next turn, because Timos is going to be pushing on it immediately, especially with Woodsfez on the job. Is that another solar nebula? Are you kidding? I mean, at this point, it's basically just... It almost feels bad. Like, the game's like, listen, I've seen how things have been going for you lately, and it just seems like you could use a little help. I mean, I'm not mad. So just so everybody's clear. So, hold on. What's up with this probe that we sent out? Is it, by any chance, going to reveal the other minor faction? No, it actually just ran out of gas. Never mind. Okay, we have 4 turns on you, 1 turn on you. I could have had these guys leave 1 turn earlier. So a little bit of that desync is on me. You probably want to generate more influence, since influence is gold, or influence is dust for us. But also, a point of star trekking instruction is +1 movement for all of our fleets everywhere. Which is obviously pretty great. Yeah, but we can get it later. Let's do this thing first. Extra influence, of course, valuable in a lot of ways. Let's grab Woodsfez, and now we are producing 18 influence per turn here. The spin project and everything. Maybe we make the trade company HQ here just to get it moving. Don't really have a ton of other valuable stuff. I guess I could work on this, though. That's pretty valuable, actually. Yeah, okay. What do I want to spend 1.9k dust on? There's gotta be something of value, right? We could put up another colony. I don't know that that's necessarily that valuable. How good is this system? It is a large Mediterranean with 3 unexplored curiosities on it. Man, I wish it was possible to use dust to refresh an exploration ship's probes. That's something I really miss. Okay, we're going to gain a lot of dust output in the next few turns. Oh, we're down to only happy here. That's unacceptable. Yeah, the new colony rule bonus wore off. Well, that'll be fixed soon. We really do need a little bit more influence. These national museums are going to be really great. So you are going to generate another probe next turn, so we'll worry about that then. So I guess what I'm spending dust on right now is improving my trade companies. Why did the cost of this go down? This is lower, right? Maybe it's more expensive to buy multiples at once, and then if after you haven't bought one for a little while it goes down, because it was 19 something, wasn't it? I might be mixing it up. I'm looking at too many costs. I might be mixing them up in my head. But yeah, let's do that. Let's do that thing. We're already working on the 3rd trading company. It's coming along. Yeah. More black tax authorities. Just all of the dust is what it is. This is going to be very, very nice. Alright, so we're 2 turns into that. We had to maintain 70, so we are still pushing this forward, even without our super high approval level. We have lowered the approval level required for government change, not actually useful. The Omakar and the Arakio are even thicker than thieves. The kid got a whiff of their big plan. Resorts and casinos all over the known galaxy. I gotta give them credit for dreaming big. In addition, they want to go legal, mostly. So they'll be pushing us for labor, systems, and buildings. It's time to think. Arden was at it again. The kid keeps letting his enthusiasm get the better of him, and I keep getting angry visits from our partners. Some people say the new pharmas they're coming up with are causing everything from addiction to violence to hospital visits. Others are telling me the unions are up in arms over the cheap labor we're getting from the minor civilizations we've been co-opting into the workforce. Now I have rumors in from out of system that a group of mercenaries got drunk, busted up an orbital, and then laughed at the police because, quote, Arden would take care of them. As long as business is good, that should keep the Selachimorpha, possibly, sated. Is this having to do with whales? Like whale-shaped people? Maybe. Anyway, but if trouble keeps popping up like this, someone is going to have to take the kid down. Hard. But if the families are wrapped up in big projects, they might ignore these minor issues. So, it's either going to be exploiting planets and shipping Mios goods via Lenselum ships, or building big Omakar platforms on big Omakar planets, thanks to clever Arakio colonization techs. The kid better move fast, or at least cause some new problems, or they'll net him once they start to investigate the old ones. It's pretty clear where we need to go. Big ambitions require big platforms to build them. We need big, wealthy planets full of folks who just love our forms of recreation, whether they're in a casino or an emporium. If we can make the people happy, the people will be happy to make us rich. We gotta get at least 3 huge planets possessed, and we will gain +3 luxury. Oh my god, what a good empire improvement. This is a good faction quest. Also, this has come to an end. Sorry, that's not a big deal. Woods Fez hit his next level, so even more influence. Do it, man. Get all that influence. And Terry's is going to be in real trouble here. Alright, we have arrived. Hello. Greetings. Did you just... How dare you? Alright, we're going to have words about this in a second here. Is there anything else that needs doing? This needs doing. Okay, a little bit of Eden Blossom. Stuff to sell. I guess let's go down here and meet these guys, because we don't have anything else to search up here, do we? Oh, I guess There is a single curiosity on Forest. You know what? Not a concern for me. I don't care about that. Alright, let's do this thing. So his ships are at half health. They are medium range energy ships with projectile defenses. We are mostly torpedoes. Projectile defenses are unfortunate. This scraper is basically just garbage. It's just space garbage somebody glued an engine onto. Alright, well let's do a little bit of power to the shields, huh? Easy enough. Horatio might actually stop attacking us, potentially.
Perfect.
Let's try it.
As
I don't have time to listen to your whole thing. I'm sure it was important.
your offensive,ness drives Horatio to anger and distraction.
Cool. Reduced pressure from him on us means that we are going to, yeah, look at that. Plus 1.2 from border friction. We're going to be able to make demands on him soonish. So let's hold the place. They had room for 600, but they were being held down. Those Horatio ships were keeping them from growing to their full garrison size. Okay, well, when these ships arrive, we'll just go in. We don't need to wait any longer. We don't need to try to siege them out. This is good. It looks like we're probably going to get that. A lot of important dust tech finishing. How are we doing on this? We are 2 turns away from being able to get their quest. Okay. Yeah, things are going alright. Let's finish searching this system, and then we gotta go search that one, obviously. So we have atmospheric, atmospheric. Okay, they're all the same kind. Got ourselves a Komatiite volcano. Always nice to find. Also, Grim Recycling. I'm rarely excited to find a battle tactic, and we have revealed all of the hidden, isolated nodes near this constellation. That's new, that's new. Looks like that's all that we've learned. So, Nakos has a huge ash planet, a huge hot gas planet, and a large gas temperate planet. And over here we have livable, huge ash with molten springs, and a tiny jungle. Next colonized is going to be 2648. We're already working on pushing this. I probably don't need to be thinking about that. So I think that means we have nothing else of terrible import to do here. We could sell some stuff and maybe push another trading freighter. Right, like we're never going to get enough of these to do anything with them, so we may as well sell them. With the blue cap mold. Oh, the other thing we could do is buy a hero, right? We should be getting governors. When we have a moment like this where there's nothing else of like terribly pulling on our resources. We're gonna keep selling potatoes. We just need dust. We need dust really badly. Okay, so Scavenger, Seeker. Probably worth pulling? I think maybe worth pulling. We definitely looked at these recently, but I am extremely forgetful. I do like the Riftborn part of the tree a lot. Eventually terminating in tech hubs, which is bananas. Yeah, Riftborn Counselor is good, actually. Yeah, definitely. Also, I don't know my Greek well enough to know what letter that is. I think it's lowercase. We'll call you Shiny. Hold on, I didn't actually look at... What is your innate skill? Does it give me any... +1 science per planet. Okay, cool. So it doesn't really matter where we put you, but it would be cool if it was somewhere where you were going to get some reasonable XP. I guess Orm's about to do some important stuff. Why don't you hang out on Orm for a while? This wouldn't have been a bad place to go either. So now the question is, do we want to modernize, or do we want to think about selling all those mushrooms to do other stuff? They're pretty valuable. But also, I like science. I guess it doesn't really matter where we do it, since it's a flat bonus and we don't have a lot of multipliers outside of the capital, which is already converted. So Ceres is level 2. The car is level 1. Yeah, let's do it here. Right, because at this point in the game, yeah, 60 more science is actually still, like, really significant. Okay, good wormholes. Really good information. No wormholes directly connecting us over here, but that's very interesting. You know what? We need to make another scout anyway, since we lost our scout in this area. So why don't I throw a quick scout? Hold on. Make sure that this design is good. Okay, yeah, we don't have any devastatingly important new tech. Let's throw a quick scout onto the end of that. We'll check what's on the other end of this wormhole. I have no idea, actually. That'll be interesting for us. And then, you know, I think we are going to make the trade company HQ here. We may want to pour a little bit of dust into that. Accomplish it a little faster. You don't really need to be upgraded, actually. Scout over here is on its way, although I think I'm going to do this. Let's call a quick audible here. Yep, just stay put. I mean, that's an extra command point at the fleet, or at the node, is going to reduce their manpower by even more, so that's cool. It's all good stuff. We're getting access to our behemoth blueprints. On Rhea, we need to... Man, what we really need on Rhea is to get more planet types colonizable. Is it really important that we keep pushing on this? Yeah, it's pretty important. Yeah, it's pretty important. We're already repelling the influence bubble around Antares, so it'd be good to have super light content systems soon. Man, it unselected it. Come on, you know that's what I want to give orders to. So, we got our wonder. We got some free Calgaros in Ceres. Okay. An alright place for them to be. Should probably turn on the spin project. Our population booster ended, which is unacceptable. Okay, we can get a quest from the Diuvians. May as well try it. Yeah, 245, that's not that expensive. Search curiosities until they feel content that the mysteries of the galaxy are not all harmful. For centuries, the Diuvians have gazed at the heavens and wondered what mysteries their nearest star systems held. Did these worlds hold stunning natural wonders, riches beyond their wildest dreams, and weird and wonderful alien life? Or were they simply dead worlds filled with the dusty tombs of long-gone civilizations and dormant monsters that should never be disturbed? The question still tightly grips the Diuvians' imagination today. In fact, one of the biggest schisms in their society is concerned with the question of what exactly resides in their own constellation. Some caution reticence, afraid of what demons they might unleash, while others agitate to learn more about their corner of the cosmos. Deadlocked, the Diuvians are paralyzed. Yeah, perhaps I can help. Just search curiosities and eventually they'll maybe join you. Okay. Easy enough. Oh, it's pirates. Search. Ah, damn it. Trying to get that search done. Well, I guess we're gonna retreat then. I was a little too slow. How unfortunate. Are there... Okay, there's nothing to search here. Kind of want to go back through. I don't know. Not a decision I have to make right now, I suppose. Okay, new guide. Definitely increase the industry output of your system. Vitally important. Also, yeah, of course you gotta level up. It was a great big thing that was just completed. So, the influence output of the home system is now 66. Not bad at all. Yeah, we're gonna get this any moment now. Gosh. Things are going so well. Okay, how expensive is this to rush now? 7.4. So if we wait another turn or two, we can clip a couple of turns off of this. Definitely want to get predictive logistics up, but I think I want to finish Workers' Campus first. And then once I have predictive logistics, this is going to take none time, so...
The Vordiani and our church...
Okay, that was a Vodyani ship that I saw there very briefly. Actually, those were Vodyani ships that attacked me. So it's definitely not safe to go back then. They will definitely still be there. We could take forever, but it's definitely worth building. Okay, you guys don't need to attack the Hisho. We don't need to antagonize them, but also, they have been very annoying to us. No, I say let's let him go. And over here, we get to Search of Curiosity. So as far as I know, the way this this minor faction quest that we've been given to search curiosities works is just that it picked a number already. There's a number behind the DM screen, and when we've searched that number of curiosities, they will flip to us. All right, now we have the ability to make behemoths, which is cool. The basic economic behemoth design has a mining probe and one of these grants bureaus, which is all right. You have to pick up some more behemoth tech. So like this stuff over here. This stuff's all mining though. Where are the enhanced versions of the grants bureau? Okay, that's where. Well, I mean that can be the thing that unlocks our next tier of this area. Obviously, we will need to get extreme atmospherics at some point because antimatter. But I believe it is still the case that we do not have any antimatter systems, right? Yeah, as far as we know. And maybe I want to do that a little bit earlier. Maybe we want to pull that like next even. This stuff is not urgent. Also, intergalactic relations school is not really that important. Now we can pull this to here as well. It's a thing we want, but it's not a thing we want. It's not a thing we need right this second. I have conversation options with you.
To say what we are thinking.
Please don't attack me anymore. If this works, we can certainly send our ship back across to do searching.
Buy my cloth. Your
Yay.
action.
Okay. Cool, great. Cool, dope, excellent. Okay. Alright, we'll just keep searching stuff. With 2.1k, I think it does make sense to rush this as much as possible, so let's hold off for at least one more turn. We're over 1,000 gold income already. Dust. We're over 1,000 dust income already, so that's good. And we actually haven't even finished the good dust buildings on all of our systems yet. Free population, you say? Will I ever? So, actually, I was thinking about this event the other day. I think that, like, the idea of casting your refusal to take refugees into your empire as a thing that would make your people happy kind of casts the character of your people in a certain way, not a very positive way. And I was thinking about a 4X game where the character of the people of your empire is like one of the core mechanics. It would be interesting if you could shape the sort of like what your people consider moral and what your citizens value through the decisions you make. And I think there's a lot of room for you playing as sort of a leader, a president of a civilization or whatever. So you're not directly controlling your people, but like they have it in this game where the people vote and sometimes it's inconvenient to you, they vote for things you didn't want. But like really growing that system out, making it a really large part of the game. It's something I need to think about a little bit more. But in any case, we're taking the free population, and also, this is gross. So, I'm choosing to believe my people are better than that. There's a 20% chance of negative consequences. We'll take them. It's gonna be okay. Let us shoot down this pirate ship that has spawned around this pirate base, and I believe this is the turn our backup ships arrive. Yep. So now we can throw down a very serious amount of manpower. Can I buff my troops here? Yeah, like this is very much worth doing. This is probably also worth doing. Both for making this easier and because now we have better defenses against, say, the predations of the Hisho, should that become an issue. Let's do it. We can blitz them. We could preemptive bomb. Let's do some bombing. Yeah, and we have enough manpower that next turn we blitz and it uses all of our manpower and they have very weak defenses. I like the free damage of preemptive bombing or like attacking with certain... I think there are population types that do free damage on attack or maybe only on defense. But when your opponent is entirely made up of infantry, that stuff is a little bit more valuable. Here on Nikar... It's not necessarily important for us to get the National Museum up right away, and we should get this up. It's going to be really good eventually, once we have the ability to inhabit colder worlds. Something we do need to work on. We have a lot of demands technologically, though. Like, there's just a lot of stuff we got to research. Okay, hi. We'll be out of your hair shortly. What happened to all those Vadyani? We have discovered antimatter, and also, on the lonely, wave-swept surface of this planet, you found the home of the mysterious cartographer, a wizened old Sophan whose passion is for making incredibly detailed maps of the galaxy. She claims to have located the mythical planet Psychagogia, a ruinous place where the Endless once built massive arenas for all manner of dangerous aliens to do battle. She agrees to exchange this information for a few luxury goods from your empire. Those are not luxury goods. I do want to know where Psychagogia is. 10 titanium, 10 hyperium, 5 and 5. I mean, we could do this. Also, it's another curiosity for me to search. Or quest value. And maybe getting that minor faction flipped over. So I'm down with that. Can we ask the Vaulters to please not attack us? Not really. Alright, well. Do we want to switch up our stuff here? I think we still want to be running Pay It Forward. In most places, this is better than the Mineral Misers Act. Actually, in any place where there are 2 strategic deposits, Mineral Misers is better. So not here, not here, not here. Not here. Yeah, okay. So pretty much everywhere it's not. Orm, it's better. Yeah, we should probably keep things running as they are for now. Like, Timos is getting way more benefit from this. Let's have a look at this. The cost of this is now 5.9, and we have quite a bit of stuff built up that we can sell. Never mind, it's still not that much. Okay, we'll wait one more turn and rush it next turn. It should be pretty easy to do then. Every little bit matters. Where are you guys? What on Earth? Where are you guys going? I guess it probably doesn't matter, but like, where are you going though? Oh wow, we are actually connected to Baten. Yeah, okay. We'll do a little bit of scouting. A little bit of scouting in the near future. I don't know what happened here. This is me not being very precise with my clicks, I assume. You know what? Preemptive bombing worked really well last time. It's still right, I think. Okay, so we blew them all up. We did a good job, and we got 900 dust and 30 Hyperium. It's so good, though. Alright. Send a ship down here. These guys probably should come back home. Probably. Plan to go back to Timos. You have another probe. You cannot search this? Oh, I actually don't have titanium. I only need to have 10, right? Let's just buy 4. Ooh. That's expensive stuff. But also, we gotta get this quest done. Not this quest, but the taking the minor faction. If we're gonna get them, we gotta get it done. It looks like that did not do it. The good news is, we got 60 whole science, and also we've discovered Psychagogia. It's way the hell over here. It's awesome, though. Oh, and it's a type of planet we can inhabit. 18249. I mean... Oh, and there's Transvine, and there's all kinds of stuff. We have to, right? The Unfallen might not be super happy about this, but, you know, I don't see any vines. Also, I discovered the Sisters of Mercy somewhere. I'm going to do it. Maybe this is inadvisable. Pop. Okay. Oh, now they're... Yep, never mind. They are totally vining it. With 4 vine ships, it's going to take like 5 turns. Uh-oh. We may be racing against time on this one. We might make it, though. I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to take our dust back. So where did we discover Sisters of Mercy? Okay, at the end of that. There's another minor faction there. Let's see. Adept Healers. That's not a very valuable one. You guys are VR amateurs. Ooh. Okay, that's not bad. I mean, we gotta try to take all of these wonderful peoples into our empire, right? We have to. Not gonna be able to rush this. Not gonna be able to hire heroes. We're stretched very thin on money. Also, this is still going. At some point, these guys are gonna flip. We are gonna shoot way past our approval threshold. But, like, think of all the territory. Yep, doing it. So, three presses of the bribe button for everybody. And then also, Scout Ship is going to help them out a little bit beyond that. Oh wow, they have a lot of curiosities to explore. It also looks like we could get over here in 3, but I bet that this connects around in kind of a horseshoe shape, and actually going out this way is going to give us more information too. Yeah, also do that. Okay. Hey, look, it's the Academy. And it's so many curiosities, and it's, you know what? I can't right now with that. I have too many other things happening. Not a bad place to be. Next turn or the turn after, we probably end up with this. Yeah, this is going all right. So this trading company headquarters is almost done naturally. We're just gonna have to let it be done naturally. We're gonna get a couple of new settlements, which means big approval boosts from the new colony rule, which is amazing and wonderful. Okay, we need to get over here so we can keep searching curiosities. Let's see. Atmospheric, life form, subterranean, ruins, and signal. Probably I want to search these ones first, I'm thinking. Try to figure out if this is a thing we want to inhabit soon. Okay, and that was this. That's cool. We've assimilated those guys. We've reduced the cost of all technologies for the rest of the game. We found even more Jade Onyx. We may be able to get some Jade Onyx, like, screwed up over here. We Because of course there was another minor civilization. Why wouldn't there be another minor civilization? 3 presses of the bribe button, and also, nope, sorry, I have no probes for you. It's okay, we have another probe ship coming. Nope, these guys are not a probe ship, never mind. Well, we'll figure it out. This is another minor civilization. What is happening over here? Why are there so many of them? I guess it's the center of the galaxy? This is super weird though, right? Okay, what are you guys doing? Predictive logistics into National Museum? Probably makes sense. Now we own this. Let's... you already have a lot of the basics built, which is cool. Unfortunately, it's just kind of like a low-value system. Weird place to build an industrial zone. We now have an antimatter system, though. So once we have the ability to inhabit Arctic worlds, it's going to make a lot of sense for us to go back and pick up that other thing. Also, this is unfortunate. We are all the way inside of their influence bubble. I was kind of hoping the influence bubble of the minor faction that had been here was going to stay and push Duckhell back, but apparently it is not to be. Well, my work here is done. My work here has just begun. Actually, we still don't have any probes. Let's just keep looking around. Wonder where that colony ship's headed. Maybe over somewhere over here, potentially? We haven't seen any Vulture ships over here, though. I have no reason to think they have knowledge of our area. Okay, so in 2 turns, this is going to happen. I'm probably not going to try to spend this money. We shouldn't continue expanding. Right, because if we get even some of these minor factions, like already we're straining a little bit. They're 50% done with this already. I don't think we're going to get this. That's a shame. I think it was still worth putting down the dust, though. So we got our applied cryogenics now. We can make ourselves some bigger ships. Our behemoths are a little bit more effective. We're about to get even more effective. And once we have the regional government bureau figured out, we probably want to look into actually building a behemoth. Like, that's what we'll do here. We'll set up the economic behemoth with those good grants bureaus, and then we'll put it out here. We did get our first solar nebula. We're not very far off of the second. The third one's got a little bit to go. So, am I passing the turn with this much money in the bank, or do we want to try to do something here? 2739. You know what I probably should do is save dust and try to rush the subsidiary that we're going to put on, like, Nakar, probably. Or, if we flip one of these, we will build a subsidiary out here eventually, and that'll be a nice long trade route. But for now, probably want to focus. You guys, I guess, just hang out here. Can we make friends? We don't have the influence to make friends with anybody. Well, at least our influence is positive, though. Now, that's going to come to an end. Also, we're not quite at... Yeah, we're not quite at demand level with Horatio, but we could get there. Alright, let's do one more turn. Sorry, I'm not building stuff on Mergashi. Right, that's true. True, good call. Xeno-industrial infrastructure, not actually awesome here. How about... do these 2 real fast, and then... straight into predictive logistics doesn't feel great. We're 7 turns away from our second citizen. When we get a second citizen, we get a little bit more industry. I mean, the drone networks will help too. Like, we could grab this and then immediately grab Mergashi 4. You know, this is not... For 10 influence, it's not great, but it's also not terrible, and there's not a lot of other super early value available there. Alright. Yeah, like I said, one more turn. I want to see what this minor faction is. I want to give them a bunch of our money. Why, it's the Epistis. Okay, that's actually maybe relevant for us. Treaties cost the one thing we can't just generate billions of. Oh, wow. Okay, we maybe didn't need to spend that much dust on bribes. Okay. I really hope that at least some of these come through for us. We're at +6 per turn for you. Oh, did I not... Hold on. Did I not bribe you guys? That feels very out of character for me. Sorry. How rude of me. How am I just out here, like, not bribing people? What am I thinking? Behemoth Awe. +40 influence per Behemoth-class ship in the Empire. That would be great to have, actually. I love that. Let's go back here. I want to search their curiosities next. We just hit 50% of the galaxy explored. Oh, and the amoeba... Nope, that's not it. The amoeba can give us a quest. Truth be told, the dust-obsessed religious fanatics of the amoeba splinter group are an unnerving crowd. Unnerving, but powerful. The opinions of this small group can easily tilt the balance in the decision to join your empire. So when the leader looms close, eyes intense, and asks, "Will you help us?" you don't really have much choice. That may not have sounded like a very amoeba voice to you, but also, I don't think they have eyes, so this whole thing is a fairy tale. They worship dust, and they want you to send a hero to cement their political influence among the population. It could be a good move, making the amoeba more accommodating. So assign a hero to the fleet, send the fleet to the Gobra system, and orbit for 6 turns. That's inconvenient, but doable. We could hire a new hero for this purpose. Hire a new guy, have him... I think we can only assign heroes to fleets that... Is this a neutral behemoth? Is that a thing? I don't think that's a real thing. I think the game's confused. We could buy a new hero. We'd have to, like, make him a fleet on Ceres and then send him over here, but that's doable. We have the money right now to do it, so let's maybe do it. Let's do the thing, perhaps. If I don't do it now before the end of the video, I will forget before the beginning of the next one. So, Oleg Lagarin, a Guardian, a United Empire Guardian. I think this guy is probably not that helpful. I do like United Empire. But he's probably not our man. To be clear, this is not a guy who's going to stay in his ship forever. He's going to do this quest and then he's going to become a governor somewhere. You might be the play. Seeker Scavenger is totally reasonable. Also, who could say no to that face? Malk Unbound, I still don't really like you. This is not a bad one either. Maybe this is a better one. Yeah, this might be the way to go. Alright. You're hired. Hold on a second. You're hired. So let's... I'm not allowed to assign... You have to be orbiting a friendly system, I believe. So what we do is we create fleet on Ceres. And we pop in here and observe your ship. Because it sure could use some more engines. 381 dust, man. Our mechanics are even ripping me off. Okay, 4 turns. Acceptable. So in 10 turns, these guys flip over. In 2 turns, the Mavros are going to become ours. I am overdoing it. That's what's happening right now. We discovered some titanium at some point this turn. It's been a big turn. I forgot what we were doing. You are here and you are searching. You're going to spend a long time searching. Found a positive anomaly. Oh, it's the Garden of Eden is all. This planet. 7941 plus 2 net approval on top of everything else. With a Jade Onyx deposit and something else yet. Wait, who do I have selected? Who did I just issue that order to? It's not this. No, maybe it was this. Yeah, it was this guy. Okay. I'm just right-clicking all over the place. So, if we did want to inhabit this, it would be 4,200 dust, but also it would be planet number, or system number 15 or so. So we probably should chill the hell out until I can get our approval levels under control. So we need this more than we needed it before because we need this extremely badly. Then we grab that. And to be clear, when we get this, we gain 2 more systems on our overcolonization limit, and then we gain the ability to build this thing. But you can only build this thing on a level 4 colony. So once we get this, we're probably going to want to go back to here and unlock the rest of this stuff. And all this time, of course, our trade companies are still growing. This is level 6 now. It's not producing that much more dust, but it's getting there. And we haven't really looked at the economy view at all here. But honestly, 9 star system trade value is not terrible. For this point in the game, we're going to keep developing as best we can. We probably need to stop off and get some science at some point. But we also need this. It's probably not urgent. I think we can probably finish that first. Yeah, a lot of good stuff going on here. I am still feeling very, very happy. Very pleased with our chances so far. So we're not going to get control of Tellus. We're not going to get control of Pegasus. We're kind of spread out in everywhere except for our home. You know what? This one we could get. And it's the plus dust one. Unfortunately, it does only apply to the systems on that constellation. But still, every one of these systems will be able to build the Black Tax Authority. So that's promising. It's very promising. Anyway, I think that's going to have to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm having the good feelings about this game. I think we might make pretty good time here. Come back next time to see how many systems past our colonization limit I can get us. And we'll see you then.